In this video, I'm going to teach you how to guarantee human happiness for any human on the planet, regardless of age, race, gender, location, ethnicity, religion, etc., etc. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly where your own triggers for enjoyment, which I call the light switches for your mind, where they live. And if you stay to the end, I'll show you how not only can you have this for yourself, but how we can amplify this to help us find our purpose and with it fulfillment in life. If we don't know this sort of stuff, if we don't understand a bit about our mind, our internal environment can feel a little bit like these pictures. Kind of dark, kind of gloomy, kind of hard, not really attracting very many things. But when we know a bit about our mind, we know where our triggers for enjoyment are, the light switches for our mind, and we can operate them easily and readily, our internal environment starts to reflect something that looks a bit more like this, which is much more desirable. So I'm talking about a concept called your highest values. And your highest values are a psychological function. They live in your mind. And what happens is that your subconscious mind has and observes everything that's ever happened to you in your life, from the time you're born to the time you're watching this video. And it's constantly summarizing all these events, and it comes up with a list of things that are valuable to it, hence the name values. When we value something, when we really value something and we get it, it feels amazing. When we really, really value something and it's taken from us or we lose it, we can feel quite sad and depressed and despondent, etc., etc. So, age 35, I do a process to uncover my values, which I'm going to use to teach you about values. On the screen there, freedom, health, growth, peace, integrity, achievement. Age 35, my mind is essentially asking me to deliver more freedom, health, growth, peace, integrity, and achievement. And if I was to do that, it would reward me with all the feel-good chemistry that I could handle. But if I keep taking this away from them or not delivering it to my mind, things will stay dark and gloomy like those pictures at the start. So I uncover my values. I look at the things I've done in the 15 years after leaving school, things that were meant to make me happy, get a job, work hard, etc. And I compare these activities to my values, to the light switches of my mind. And I use a color scheme. If blue appears, the value and the activity lines up really well, and I should do as much of it as I can. If red appears, the value and the activity line up poorly, and I should stop doing that activity and I should run from it as fast as I can. So I compare my values to the activities that should make me happy, and this is what it comes back like. A lot of the bottom end of the scale, a lot of red, orange, yellow, and white, which is quite miserable way to move through life, with splashes of dark blue, because there was moments, it was a 15-year period there. There was moments that were amazing, but I had no idea how I had produced them, yet alone how to reproduce them whenever I wanted. So I call this period of my life a miserable mystery. Then, when I know what my values are, the triggers for happiness, my personal triggers for happiness, I use them to make decisions about the future and the activities that I should do. And then I go and do them. So I make some choices, I carry them out, and then this is what life turns into. All these activities that line up really well with my values. And the beauty of this, all the bottom end of the scale is gone, a lot of the top end, lots of dark blue. Not only though, I know how I have produced it, so I know how to reproduce it whenever I want to. So there's lots less effort, maximum reward. And I love doing this next little thing. Before and after. Before, lots and lots and lots of effort for not much reward. After, minimal effort, because I know where the light switches are. for maximum reward. I can just walk around, turn the switches on all day long, and tomorrow and next week, etc. And this is how we can guarantee happiness for any human. If you know what your values are, we can use them to make choices about the activities that you do, and then we go and do them. So it doesn't matter about age, religion, race, gender, location. Everyone carries your own set of values. We just have to uncover them, and then we can use them to choose activities that guarantees enjoyment. What we have here is chronological from the time I leave school to the moment that I'm talking to you on this screen. And you can see in the middle there where the red stops and the blue starts. That's where I uncovered what my values were and started living my life in alignment with them. And then this last one is really powerful. On the left side is before I knew what my values were. And we talk about filling our cup or filling our bucket. When we don't do that internally, we go externally. Humans get the high one way or another. They don't care. Comfort eating, fizzy drinks, alcohol, heavier alcohol, drugs, heavier drugs. The emptier we are inside, the more heavier and slippery the slope is on the outside. Once we know what our values are, though, and we can fill our cup internally, like on the right side of this graph, not only do we feel great, which is goal number one, but then that feel-good chemistry overflows and we can help others with it. We can contribute to others in meaningful and powerful ways. So that's how we can guarantee happiness for any human on the planet, as we've touched on too. Uncover your values, live your life in alignment with them. If you would like that for yourself, what we can do is we can then take this information and amplify it to uncover our purpose. And if that's something that you might enjoy, click somewhere here and watch my next video titled Your Purpose Revealed for All to See. Have a good day.